city staff. I'm going to keep mine brief. I'm a Navy veteran. I got some veteran friends of mine here that I went to TCU with. In all the talks for or against the project, I am for the project. I always go back to a quote my grandfather instilled in me. As a young boy, that's from Teddy Roosevelt, that said, character in the long run is the decisive factor in the life of an individual and of nations alike. And these men and women that are coming out of service, cycling back here to Fort Worth, here to Tarrant County, they are men and women of character, men and women of valor, like this young man sitting over here. So I just think we should do what we can to do what's right by them when they come. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
We were at the HOA meetings, at the Imperial Corridor meeting and at our open house. So one question is, the high density, why? Well, we want an opportunity to grow in the area. We feel that we would do such a good job in taking care of these veterans that we'll need to create more space. And there is ample space there in order for us to grow. Another one is they have a fear of us selling to a developer. Well, the organization has been around for 50 years. And in those 50 years, they have rarely sold off one of the properties in their portfolio. I think that and we want to have our footprint here in Fort Worth. So this allows us the opportunity. They don't want gentrification. Well, this is simple. Who doesn't want to improve their neighborhoods? And we want to create and bring much needed improvements to the community and take care of our veterans in the process. We heard a few times, a common term that we've all heard, and that's not in my backyard. And well, I asked, why and where do we belong? And they say near the VA, near the hospitals, etc. Well, I hope my neighborhood doesn't see me that way as a veteran. We want them to thrive in an area with all the resources, whether that's the Walmart down the street, the grocery store, or a gas station, and be close in vicinity. I mean, they're across the street from a park. They say that we didn't communicate to their liking. As soon as the seller allowed us to purchase this or accepted our bid, we quickly hit the ground running and trying to get the community informed, leadership informed, the HOA president informed, and to garner their support. Ultimately, I hope that and respectfully request that we would earn your support in favor of this project. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. My name is Paul Bernal. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the American GI Forum National Veterans Outreach Program. I come with a doctorate degree in organizational leadership from the University of the Incarnate Word. I come to you with some facts and some data, coming to you with information that's happening already. Just in 2022, we had 74 veterans in Tarrant County, in Fort Worth, was put into permanent housing. 478 of those were put into the SSVF program and rapid rehousing. The SSVF is support services for veterans and their family. It's happening now. So as we talk about facts and data, this is what's happening now. We've seen other individuals talk about how the increase of individuals coming here to Fort Worth. That's 552 veterans and their families being supported. You'll hear from our CEO what we do. It's important to say, why are we here? You'll hear from the community later tonight saying that we did not communicate with them, that we didn't go to we didn't have an open house, which we did. And we had literature in English and Spanish. We were not allowed to speak, just like the city of Fort Worth employees weren't allowed to speak at one of the meetings because they feared of their propaganda, whether or not they understood Spanish. I speak 4 languages, I have no problem communicating with anyone. I could speak Spanish, my last name is Bernal. You have certain individuals here that during the election process use that opportunity for these meetings for city officials, vote for me, and using fear to certain individuals. I spoke to some members of the community and they point blank said, that's not what they told me. That's not what you're doing. I said, no, that's not what we're doing. We're here to help veterans. And apparently they still have the mentality of Vietnam, and apparently there's a Vietnam veteran here also, where if you recall, when Vietnam veterans were coming back, when the NVOP was created, they were called baby killers, rapists, and it's just unacceptable. So we have certain individuals in the community using this for their own personal gain. I highly suggest that they look at the bylaws and some of this stuff when you have meetings, you'll see that they try to vote out the president that aren't even members of the committee. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Paul.